Hello, guys. How's everybody doing? Uh, I am here as always. Once again, as always, as I told you guys on the update vid that I did not too long ago, I told you guys that I was going to participate more with you guys, in terms of Q&As and things like that, question time and chillaxing with me, and taking you guys' advice with opening up for your subs and things like that. And I always appreciate that very much. So here I am for the second time around. To The floor is yours. Open. It's an open live Q&A, guys. Once again, like I said, I'm gonna start doing two live Q&As a month or so, if as much as I can. Uh, I'll do, as well as as the theme Q&A will always be at the end of the month, but end of the month and the first and the last week of the month, I'll do another open Q&A. So here I am, guys, once again, to chill with you guys for an hour or 2 hours, depending on how long I feel like going. Don't mind that in the back. Yeah, I was feeling nostalgic today, so I popped on my account and I started watching one of my favorite Gundam series, G Gundam Fighter. Um, so I was watching Gundam. I just paused it right now. So don't mind that if you see that. Project Solace. And what is cool as well is I'm watching it in its original dialogue too, not the dubbed and edited. I'm watching it in its original dialogue, which I love to do as well. Let me see that go down. Don't worry about that. So yeah, guys, here I am to answer your questions. If I hope there's no questions about the Judge Dredd TV series, because I just recently put up the next installment of the opinion spot, so you guys can check out my opinion on that. Or even the Deadpool TV series, that's an animated TV series that's coming out. I also gave my thoughts on that. Uh, had a pretty good day, getting my very much needed rest, recovering from the week. Uh, I watched the latest Mighty Raccoon video. I was a little bit let down with that one. I just, it felt like that video was meant to enrage Spider-Man fans or something. I don't know what it was. Does Mighty Raccoon hate Spider-Man? I know he doesn't, but it was kind of I always said think outside the box with his stuff, but then he went kind of way outside the box with that mismatch. That was a really mismatch, and I didn't like how the characters were portrayed. Yeah, they're fictional characters, but they're real to most of us, and the way they carry themselves is kind of a way of looking at them in a shining light. So when they're outside of their character, it's like a detriment to them. And Flash was really an asshole. He was an ass. He was a dick. I didn't like it at all, and it just wasn't what I was looking for. So my reaction to that video is kind of like, what the f, what the fuck, man. That's basically what I could say about that. So let's see what's going on. Shout out to the 7 viewers so far that is with me. Let's see what's going. God damn, all these questions just popped up real fucking quick. I didn't even see that. Okay, so uh, is here. Dylan Malone here. Travis is here. I can before. Hey, my brother from another mother, Blue Goblin. is here. Hey, Gubby. Perry King is here. And, okay. All right, let's see what some of these questions have to offer me. Okay. I like cheese. Oh, okay. I like cheese, depending on what kind of cheese. All right. I don't fuck with Swifts. Okay. Sorry. I don't screw with that one. No. No. Or blue cheese. No, no way. Anyway, some people Tumblr are really stupid. Um, well, I do have a Tumblr account, and I get a lot of questions on my Tumblr account. Um, Mostly for me, mostly what I do on Tumblr is I look at I have a lot of my favorite artists on there. People on Tumblr just for they're not showing that they go to that extreme of fandom, and then I just can't talk to them. I'm like, okay, that's done. I have a few people in there that I talk to, but not a lot. Like I said, I get a lot of questions on there, Travis, and the problem I have with people asking me questions on Tumblr is they stay a freaking anonymous. I hate that. I hate that. Are you so scared that you don't want to let anybody know that you're asking one of the most geekiest guys out there a question about something geeky? There's nothing wrong with that. I always hate that, and I want to address you in that way. Like, say if the person's name is Rose Malone, I want to address you. Well, Rose, okay, well, I don't like this, but I do like that, something like that. So I always encourage my look, if you got a question, please don't be anonymous. I want to address you. So yeah, but I don't know. I think Tumblers get a little carried away. I mean, recently they went off the rails with the whole fact that Oshi and Jack from Samurai Jack kissed, and they were all pissed off about it, and they were like, yeah, they wanted her to be in a lesbian relationship with one of the Scotsman's daughters, who was only in an episode for like 5 minutes. It was like just ridiculous. You shake your head at that stuff. Crazy. But I wouldn't call them stupid. I never call anybody really stupid. Andre, what are your thoughts on the current state of Marvel, DC, Fox, and Sony when it comes to superhero movies? Marvel, so far so good. They're still rolling. I have not seen Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, so please nobody ask me any questions about no spoilers. Um, DC, it's still a work in progress. Like I said, I'm hoping Wonder Woman really turns it around for them really bad. I want that movie to succeed. Uh, who else you said? Fox. I think they're doing fine with the X-Men stuff, so that's pretty much their bread and butter. They need to give up their Fantastic Four big time. That's about it. And Sony, I Spider-Man, the Black Tino, as they call it, and they're still doing that forward with that Venom movie, Black Cat movie, I think a Silver Sable movie too. Normally succeed with Spider-Man, where they failed with pretty much 5 movies. They had their shot. They had their chance. Leave it to Marvel, who is the character's parent, and let them shine. So far, young Mr. Holland has done pretty damn well as Spider-Man, and you only seen him in one. I can't wait to this Homecoming. I'm looking forward to him to shine in that as well. So, but the state of the comic superhero movies for those people are Marvel's doing fine. DC still a work in progress. You know what I'm saying? Fox, like I said, the X-Men stuff, that's their bread and butter. I'm looking forward to New Mutants. They've already casted Magique and Wolfsbane. So congrats. The actress who's going to play Magique, Ileana, uh, um, you know, just make sure I get it right. Um, I know one of them is from Game of Thrones, which Marvel loves to use. They love using the Game of Thrones actors and actresses. And I've never watched Game of Thrones. Everybody always asks me, "Chris, you watch Game of Thrones?" I'm like, no. Even though I love medieval stuff and fantasy and dragons and stuff like that, but with extreme stuff, coworker told me they talk about incest, and I'm like, okay, I'm not watching that. I do not want to see brother and sisters having sex with each other. Nope, that's out of the question. Who's playing them? I have them. Come on, what? Okay. If you follow me on Facebook, or I'm playing a little game with a lot of my followers on there. I'm going to do it for 30 days. I'm playing a comic fan casting game for 30 days where I take characters and then I leave it up to you guys to fan cast them. So far, it's been pretty good. I've just put up the fifth day, which is all Daredevil characters, and it's been a lot of fun. Yesterday, I put up a bunch of redheads and things like that. So it's been pretty fun to see that. But let me make sure I get this right. Okay, Ayanna Taylor Joy is going to play Ileana. That was the witch Sinclair. I love Ronnie Sinclair. So I'm looking forward to seeing her morph into her werewolf form and stuff like that. So yeah, now you better cast the real name. Yeah. So yeah, you better American actress as Danny Moonstar, because I know she's gonna. I'm looking forward to seeing my man Sam Guthrie, aka Cannonball, and they say Warlock's gonna be in there, and um, is who else is it's Danny Moonstar, Ileana, Wolfsbane, Cannonball, and Sunspot. Yeah. So, and please get a real Afro Brazilian. Don't make him another ethnicity that he isn't. He's an Afro Brazilian. Get it right. Which means he is. What that means is African and African descent. Someone in his family is. When you say Black Brazilian, that's what that means. Because, like I said, I hated how they did him in Days of Future Past. If you never knew who those characters was, you weren't gonna know who those characters were. Um, you and they did Sunspot's powers wrong. His powers, he's not Johnny Storm, the Human Torch. His powers work differently. They're not like Johnny's. This one, they get it right. Uh, I want to see them do Chris Claremont's characters right, who have always said is Mr. X-Men himself. The man has created so many characters for the X-Men universe, it's it's who he is, man. And I told him that last year's Comic-Con when I met him. I told him, I was like, your characters, your your uh your storylines that you've done are still critically acclaimed today than when they first were written. You don't there's not a lot of X-Men writers that change the scope of the X-Men for good, for a good purpose, not for a bad purpose. Chris Claremont is one of them. I'll put that up with any writer that has done X-Men over the years, and I give Stanley and Jack Kirby their credit because they're the pioneers. But when Kubert and Claremont came on, Jim Lee did a good job too. Well, he was just an artist, but still, they were good stuff. Okay. Next up, Blue Goblin asked me, "What are your thoughts on Global Force Wrestling closing before it even event?" That's for real, for real. Jeff Jarrett's back. From what I heard, he's back with TNA. Man, that's a shame. Such a shame. Okay, thoughts on thoughts so far on Breath of Breath of Wild. Oh, I have not played the Link game, Gabi. I have not played it yet, and I kick myself sometimes for not playing it. So, but uh, I'm a big Link Legend of Zelda fan, and I can't. So yeah, I gotta. Thank you, Scorpion. Okay. Oh no. All right. So let's see. What's the next one? All right. Okay. Andre, are you a fan of Star versus the Force of Evil, Gravity Falls, or Rick and Morty? Gravity Falls, I love. I love Gravity Falls. I wish it didn't end, but I did enjoy it. Um, Star versus the Force, never watched that. I'm not really. I watched maybe one episode, and it just wasn't my thing. That's all. Travis, what are your thoughts? What do you think about Shooter? It's some of my favorite Valiant characters for Valiant Entertainment, Valiant Comics. So I really have no problem with Jim Shooter at all. He can be a little eccentric sometimes, but he's cool. Megan Fox, delete. Yeah, I wouldn't want to delete her. Um, she does have kids. Wouldn't want her mother being taken away from her. But just keep her away from stuff that is treasure to me. Bro Neil casting I've ever seen in my life for her. She was actually going to be Red Sonja at one time. Fuck that. Okay, I couldn't take her serious as Red Sonja. Um, I didn't mind her in the first Transformers, but after that, I'm just like, whatever. Jinder Mahal push. Well, the reason why he's being pushed the way he is, don't get it twisted of why, saying, oh, because of SmackDown, they put, no, there's more to it than that. It's a little political as well. It's a political agenda. The fact is, WWE is trying to push out into India more. And you notice now they have Hindi, commentators. There you go. There you go. But, I'm sorry. It's just, even this week's SmackDown, him getting that win over Orton clean, I still didn't feel anything. I should feel something for this, but I don't. I'm just like, and part of me is more like saying, there are better guys that should have got that push than him. You know, I'm sorry, and it's nothing about his race or anything like that, but it's just, I never saw him as anything more than just mid card to talent. So I'm sorry. That's it. Still think he's juicing up too. I don't care what anybody says about that. Uh, Hi Jen. Are you watching Dragon Ball Super? Hell yeah, I am. Of course, I'm a big. I was just catching up on Dragon Ball Super today. Watching Goku recruit uh, Android 17, which was good. It was cool. Seeing Majin Buu now all slim down. He's not fat anymore. That was fun. Um, yeah, of course I've been. Of course I'm. Let's see. Dylan Malone. I have a Tumblr just to look at fan art for. Okay. Definitely hate the last episode of Flash. Uh, um, who said that? Uh, Poke Mommy. Uh, Poke Mommy. This week's Flash was a filler episode at best, but I kind of enjoyed it. It was a fun filler episode, but I think it should have been done earlier in the season, not the third to last episode of the season. Do you think Telltale Games could do a Ninja Turtles game? Telltales could do anything they want. I would love to see them tackle a couple of characters. Right now, they're doing Guardians of the Galaxy. Um, I have it downloaded on my Xbox One. I will be uploading that gameplay real soon. But Guardians first, I really that's who I wanted them to do first, Daredevil or Punisher, somebody like that, But yeah, they Turtles be cool, it'd be real cool. Travis asks me, like, it's on my. Are you a fan of the Darksider series? Yes, I am. Have the first two games downloaded on my 360. Not my, and yes, I know there's a third one coming out. So yes. Thoughts on Hawkman? This is from Silent Strike 1474. All right. I had a friend, actually, my girlfriend, who was a huge Hawkman fan. She loved Hawkman. She loved him to death. Hawkman was her number one favorite DC character over anybody else. I have respect for Hawkman. I'm not the biggest Hawkman fan, but there is respect there for the character. I like the notion of inf metal. I like that. I like the character. I like the legacy of the character, that it's been around since the ancient Egyptian time, and things like that. But I don't hate Hawkman. I don't. Um, but I think so far, in terms of live action wise, television, they've never really properly done Hawkman justice. Really, the actor that played Hawkman in Legends was bland at best for me. I just was like, nope. And even when they brought Hawkman in, damn, this is going back, but Smallville, I was okay with him, but I was just like, yeah, it could have been better. Hopefully, he is brought into the DC extended universe. I don't like calling it that. I just like to say the DC cinematic universe. Marvel, you don't own that. You don't own that name, cinematic. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Are you gonna play the Guardians of the Galaxy Telltale? Yes, I have it on my 360. I will be uploading it soon. I will be uploading it here on my main channel and on my video game channel. Uh, JJ Tapia. I hope I'm saying the name. Where you live? I live in Mount Vernon, Washington. In Mount Vernon, New York. I'm in New York. You're in Washington. I'm in New York. There you go. Omnitron, do you think we could see more titles spin out of the Spider Gwen universe? Ooh, okay. Could we see more titles spin out of that? Honestly, I'm not sure. I don't know if Marvel want to do that. What we've seen so far is like not everybody's who they. Matt Murdock is a villain, and he's a dick. Richards, he's not white. Of heroes. I think even Green Goblin is a Shield agent or something like that. I don't know. I just it's kind of like how they spun out of a lot of stuff that came out of Earth 982, which is Mayday Parker's universe. They had ANEX and the people of tomorrow. People. The X people and things like that. Uh, well, I'm not sure. And it's the question of would people want it is the main question. Let's see. Hey Chris, Nathan. Hey Chris, what do you think about LeVar and uh, Lonzo's Ball's new shoes out? I wouldn't touch them with a 10-foot pole. They're too expensive. I haven't seen them. How expensive are they, Nathan? Are they really expensive? Shoot. Let's see what else we got here. Omnitron, boots or shoes, which is better? I'm more of a boot guy. I only wear shoes when I'm working or when I'm getting dressed up for a special occasion. So, the boots are pretty much my forte, but it don't matter. So yeah, I'm more of a boot guy. Uh, it don't matter if it's steel toed or not. Perry King, what happened? What would happen if Iron Fist was possessed by the Satsu no Hado? Uh, well, he's been possessed by something like that. Teased at that before. Oh shit, that's the best way I can describe it. Michael Porter. Hey, Mike. Damn it, where'd it go? I was looking at that. Michael Porter. Do you think Iron Fist show was given a unfair shot? It wasn't perfect, but many critics admitted to only watching the first 6 episodes when giving reviews, and it got better towards the end. Um, I enjoyed it, but I know they could do better. Um, it has its problems, and yes, I still have to put up my overview of the Iron Fist series. The biggest problem I had with it was the fight choreography. The fight choreography was horrible to me. Um, you know, for a TV show, and somebody can say, well, they only had no. I've seen bad fight scenes in movies, and I've seen bad fight scenes in TV. But the way I looked at it, Mr. Finn and a lot of others, it felt like to me, and this is somebody who's trained in martial arts, feels like they didn't even spend enough time in their craft. My brother, Malcolm, he only saw like he came in. I was watching it, and the episode when they went to China and Danny was fighting the drunken style kung fu. Then that guy, that was terrible. Um, the the pacing was a little slow. Too many subplots. and that belittled it a little bit. But I didn't hate the show. Um, so yeah, I do think it did get all they had to do was take well, not really now, but the second season really should be focused. They should focus more on her and Matt Fraction's Immortal Iron Fist run, the true comic run, and that's what that should be their Bible, you know. And now was coming to me asking me, "Is this character real? Is Bokoto real? Is he fake?" Or I was like, "No, he's real. He's a real character. No, he's a real character." And I had to explain it to a friend. A little Hand 101 by the M.V.K of New York. Hand 101. The Hand are not just a group of ninjas that worship a demon that's based out of Japan. They're one of the oldest ninja clans in the Marvel Universe. But on each continent, except for I think Antarctica and Africa, um, each hand section in that continent has a daimyo, and that daimyo leads that section of the hand. Makoto that you saw in Iron Fist, in reality, he is the of the hand section in South America. Um, he first appeared in Daredevil number 546. Correct me on that one, guys. And he died in 586, I believe. Correct me on that when he died, guys. But yeah, he's real. But I'll get into more of my thoughts on Iron Fist. I will be putting that up there. I just want my overview perfect, where I don't want to come off as like all the other viewers and we're saying I hated it, it was garbage, blah 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 blah. No. Okay, I'm trying. Hey, Hotspot is more like Superman absorbing sunlight. Sunspot is more like, and it makes him stronger. Yes, Sunspot. The sun charges him. That's his mutant power. He absorbs that, but it also just increases strength. He could do a lot with his. It's all that Sunspot is not. He's not an Omega level mutant. Because if you look up his what he can do with his mutant powers, you'd be like, God damn, how strong is this guy? Have you seen American Gods yet? Yes. Um, and I've never read any of Neil Gaiman comes from it, but I'm enjoying the series so far. Tekken ED 26 man. First off, great videos, bro. Will you be grabbing Darksiders 3 cheer? Absolutely. Road Dog Forever. Which do you think is Harrison Ford's Indiana Jones or Han Solo? I get this question a lot. I love Star Wars and I love them as Han, but I'm an Indiana Jones fan first before Star Wars. I'm just saying, I am, and I love him as Indy. I love him as Dr. Jones. So I'm going Dr. Jones. I'm going. Don't hate me, but I'm going Indiana Jones. Let's see what I'll try. Braun Strowman. What about him? He's injured right now. No, and I'm not saying just for story. He's injured. He's going to be out for 4 to 6 weeks. Samurai Jack ending soon. When it ends, you will see me do a review of the entire season. So far, I've been loving it. Me bro, Booga. Oh no, I was referring to Megan Fox's career. I want to leave. Oh yeah, her career. Whatever. Yeah. uh, Dylan Malone, do you think that an anime of Marvel's manga verse can work? Actually, they are bringing that. They are bringing that. So I'm just trying to also see. I must say they got Ben's personality down perfectly, and it does manage to be kind of fun. It's not a slap in the face to the original, unlike I have not watched. I don't know. I don't. I just don't want to watch it. I really don't. I want to remember Ben 10 from the original series. I never said it's a slap in the face, but I just from there was no need to reboot that series ever. They should have continued to finally. He's grown up. We see him. There's a series, a full series on him as Ben 10,000. Okay, I'd rather push Mahal than Dolph Ziggler. Yeah, I know you got me. Fuck Dolph Ziggler. I get it. Look, I'm gonna be honest. I think Dolph Sunshine is over. Personally, me, let's be honest. Shinsuke is gonna fuck him up. It's inevitable. He's just gonna lay waste to him. No question about it. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. Dolph had his shine. I don't know. I don't hate Dolph. It's just a lot of the stuff he does. I'm just like, how come that doesn't beat? When I look at it, here's a man who has mimicked many of other former wrestlers' finishers. The super kick, the famouser, does the DDT. This over the top DDT, which would be so believable of ending a match with. Now, anytime somebody kicks out of a DDT, I always say somewhere Jake Snake is crying because the DDT, man, that's a devastating look. DDT from the rope. I'm like, he should be finishing people off with that. Oh well. Um, Andre Part, the Netflix series, Netflix defending. Seen my reaction to it, Andre? Go watch it. You get your reaction right there. I'm gonna tell you. Yeah. Um, Trav, what's with WWE nude photos getting leaked? I have no idea. I know Charlotte got hers leaked, and I'm like, stop putting it up. Um, let's be right back, guys. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Um, let's see. What's the next question? Do you know that there is a Squirrel Girl novel? Really? Thoughts on Jeff Goldblum returning to Jurassic Park franchise? Great to see Dr. Malcolm back. I'm cool with that. I I enjoy. I know a lot of people that didn't, but look, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I didn't hate any of the Jurassic Parks. I know there's a lot of fucking hate for 3. I actually like 3. I remember, and me and Malcolm say this all the time. The moment we got online, that was when we started seeing hints of hate for Jurassic Park 3. But I actually enjoyed it. I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it at all. Now for Jurassic World, if they could come back, Dr. Grant, oh, that's a wet dream for me. Let me rephrase that again. That would be sweet. Yeah. Andre Pardo, what are your thoughts on the Wonder Twins? Um, they're okay. They were just made the Super Friends show, but then DC actually transitioned them into the comics, and they're all right. I mean, I just find them kind of dumb a little bit. Like, how come Jane, I think it's Jane or whatever, she can turn into animals, but the other one can only turn into water. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Zan, thank you. Like, that's so stupid. I'm like, if you watch them on the cartoon, which is the was the I say the best uh representation of them that I thought was done really well was when they were introduced kind of in the Justice League, where they came off kind of creepy. That was creepy how they came off. Like, they were pale and had these white eyes, but it was still cool. I enjoyed that version of them, but I'm just like, yeah, I wish they were bad. Their powers can be better. Like, they should have the same power set, not one could do this, the other one could do that. That's dumb. If Zan could turn into different elements, then I'd be like, okay, besides just water. But even though water is one of the most powerful elements, but I'm just like, come on. Liz Magretti, Ma, um, Magrath. I hope I was about to butcher. Can you do a teens reacts to Godzilla Gorillas? I already did the reaction to teens Gorillas. Go look at it. It's back. I got it up. Of course, I was going to do the Gorillas. I love the Gorillas. Can't wait to see their animated show. 2E Murdoch Russell News. And for the first, and you know what? This just shows you how much a fan I am. But this just shows you that I never knew that Noodles until finally they started drawing her to look like a girl. With like all this time, I didn't know that. Learn something new every day. Even the Omni Geek High Lord misses some things. Uh, do you like the game? I've never really been a fan of those types of games, Jen. Um, I'm not saying that they're bad, but for me, you know, they they get those games get so hyped up when I'm thinking when they're showing something, it's like that's just cinema. I've never really been into those too much. I've got a friend that actually loves those games. What do you think of Moon Knight? Love Moon Knight. I've been a fan of Mark Spector, since his debut in Werewolf by Night. There you go. Wow, she must have been so angry over DC's general treatment of Hawkman, the hardest DC character to be fans of. Hawkman, Captain was over, so been a while since I talked to her. We're still friends, but she hasn't read any Hawkman in a while. The last time, Legion of Superheroes, I can agree, they are very hard to do, because not a lot of people, I'm not the biggest Legion of Superheroes fan, but I do have my favorite members, and those members I do will keep track of, like, Saturn Girl, Chameleon Boy, Timberwolf, Karate Kid, Cosmic Boy. I do they'll keep track of those people. Um, and Captain Marvel's, yeah, Captain Marvel, man, Billy Batson just, I don't know what it is about Billy Batson that Marvel doesn't want to, look at it already. They've already canceled his movie and they're just gonna do a Black Adam movie. Yeah, that's uh that's very wrong in my opinion. And I'll be right back again, guys. Okay, sorry about that again. There we go. Let's see. Next up is have you seen High School DX? That's another one that's on my list to watch. I'm in Michigan. Okay, what part of Michigan, Dylan? Are you gonna play the Crash Bandicoot series trilogy? Maybe. I I was never the biggest Crash Bandicoot fan. You know, I never was. It is what it is. But I'm looking forward to them when they put Jack and Daxter on PS4. I love Jack and Daxter. Have you played the Uncharted? Yes, I have played Uncharted. I have. Oh, see, okay. Next up, um, all right. I'm going to let me make sure I get everybody. Um, I just saw Nathan had a shoot. Oh my God, I skipped Nathan's jet. What the? Okay. The cost about $548.49. Are you kidding? Shit, you got to be kidding me. Um, uh, Lonzo Ball shoes are forfeit. That's I don't care how much you knocked $100 off. So what? $400 for shoes? No. What superhero do you think could work in the Mass Effect universe? Uh, Adam Strange. Um, any alien character. Lobo. Uh, I may throw in Starfire. Um, there's a couple of this on me, but yeah, those are people. Those are a couple. And yes, I have started playing Mass Effect Andromeda. And what I can tell you right now, and I'm talking with food in my mouth, I apologize. My mother would slap me for that. It's not that bad so far, but I'm just starting right now. But it's not that bad, uh, and probably reason why it's not that bad right now is because all the upgrades that have been coming out. So I can't see what other people have seen before me. I bought it. I didn't play it until last week or so. So it's different. Is it wrong for me to look back at Chris he who we do not speak of's matches and praise how good he was, but at the same time feel guilty saying that because of what he did? There's nothing wrong with that. I say it all the time. So or a match on the network that he was in. I'm like he was. He was good, but then but then in the back of my head, I'm just like, I can't forgive him for what he did. I mean, let's be honest. He killed his wife and his son, and killed himself. You know, I can't forgive that. You know, it's I thought, screw that show, screw that. Nope, nope, nope. That is not the New Warriors. They're making it into a comedy. That's where we're going with this. A comedy, a comedy, comedy. Looks like Warriors, but you added Squirrel Girl, and I don't hate Doreen Green, but I just feel that Squirrel Girl should not have been in. They're only bringing two original members of the New Warriors, Night Thrasher and Speedball. Everybody else is have been members of later Team Girl. No, I'm not giving that a shot. I'm sorry. The Cloak and Dagger, yeah, I will give, but not that. That's not my New Warriors. That's not the New Warriors. No. Uh, I rather prefer Sam Neill's return to Jurassic Park franchise. Okay. Thoughts on the Ghost in the Shell movie? I thought it was okay. Didn't watch it. Didn't care for it. It's not my major, Michael. Nope. Not my major. That's not my major. Makoto Motoko. Nope. Mm-mm. I'm trying. Which Capcom game series do you see existing in the same universe? A part of me wants to say Mega Man and Strider. Future. Uh, we do know that and rival schools are in the same universe. So yeah, those are some. Yeah, no. Okay. Did you think it was weird to have Leia hug Rey in Star Wars when Han died instead of Chewbacca? Rey barely knew Han and Chewie. I kind of let that slide. You know, probably the best part of that when Han died was seeing the emotion from Chewie. That was what really got me. I was like, oh my God, Chewie he's going on he's going ape shit. You know, I thought that was beautifully shot too. When Han died and you just heard and he's just trying to, I was like, yes, Chewie, go try to kill him. Like I was rooting for Chewie to pick him off too. Um, yeah, no, I have not played it. I want to play it. You know, I'm a right fan. I know they're about to add some new stuff to it too. How do you feel about Akuma being in Tekken 7? I'm all for it. Pretty badass, and he's not just a character, the DLC character. No, he's an intricate part of the story. Heihachi's wife basically asked Goki or Kuma, whichever one you prefer, to kill her husband. I can't wait to Tekken 7. I can't wait. The end of the Moshiba story comes to an end. Not the end of Tekken, but the end of their story. The DDT should give you a concussion. Man, a DDT can give you more than a concussion. The DDT can give you more than a concussion. Trust me. Uh, could a Squirrel Girl cartoon go over well? Yeah. Um, I'm trying. Favorite member of the GI Joe team uh, going against Type. Mine is always Beachhead. My favorite Joe is Snake Eyes. Always has since the moment I saw him when I was 5 years old. I love that silent ninja. Since IDW has the GI Joe license, when they did a series, a mini series called Snake Eyes, Agent of Cobra, that broke my heart. That broke my heart. You can read it on your own. That broke my heart. Dylan Malone. The novel is called "The Unbeatable Squirrel Girl Meets the World." Okay. Uh, Gorillas are getting a TV show. Yep, they're getting an animated show finally. Uh, damn it, I went up too quick. Any thoughts on DC creatures? DC creature commandos. What's that? I gotta look that up. Let's see what that is. DC creatures commandos.
Here are some commandos.
Oh, okay. Um, okay. Yeah, I never really read them, but I know that was the stuff that Frankenstein was in, right? Never really read them. Okay. G'day, Chris. Had a cool week. I watched Guardians of the Galaxy last, and it was a fun run. Right. That's all I'm gonna say. I haven't seen it yet. Yeah. Thank you, Rick. It came out in Australia and England and all that earlier than us. But thank you. Please don't spoil it. Flint. Oh, okay, you're in Flint. Same. Flint is what, about 20 miles away from Battle Creek, right? About a couple of miles away from Battle Creek. Correct me. Um, in my opinion, Black Adam should be a villain in Captain Marvel movies. Screw Shazam. He's the magical. He's the magician that gave. He's the sorcerer, Rick, that gave Billy his powers. Yeah, they're saying that Black Adam is going to be the villain. I'm thinking for Man of Steel 2. As part of me is because it's full circle when they, because at one point Warner Brothers was speaking with The Rock and Henry Cavill together. Yeah, Superman's magic, but still, Black Adam played an intricate part in Billy Batson. You know, unless they do what I think they may do, and take a little bit of where is it? They take a little bit more. They take they go a little bit. They go a little bit with this animated feature that they did, where later on, Clark knew Billy, but he wasn't given his power. So later on, unless they introduce Billy into Man of Steel 2 or however they're gonna do it, but yeah. All right. Yo, Chris, what's up? Do you think could play Doc Ock in the MCU? Part of me still wants just Alfred Molina to come back, but um, I can't say who. Um, hmm. I can't think of anybody off the top of my head, but I really don't want to see Doc. I don't want to see any of the villains that they've already done. Mention them that they're there, but don't show them. We're getting the Vulture. Okay, which DC hero would you rather see first in their own animated series? Wonder Woman, Aquaman, or the Martian Manhunter? Uh, Wonder Woman. Big Rick. What are your thoughts on the announcement by Mars Studios? Oh, okay. It's not going to be an Infinity War. It kind of sucks because he did play an intricate part in that story. I'd settle on him being Captain Thunder. It was originally going to be called. Yeah. I played Mass Effect Andromeda day one, and it killed for me. Okay. Also, Squirrel Girl and Mr. Immortal are in the so it's more of a merger of new, and that's the problem right there. If you wanted to just make a comedy, then you should have just done Great Lake Avengers. That was it. Not New Warriors. Street Fighter and Final Fighter are in the same world too. Yeah, they're in the same world. I prefer personally. I have loved a Great Lake Avengers show since as a freaking yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like it should have just been that. They should have just did do a comedy. Then you should have just did Great Lake Avengers. Flatman, Big Bertha, and all them people. Hope Hollywood do not try to remake Ninja. No, better not. Thoughts on Batman Flash the Button? So far so good. There's been some things, you shake your head at because it's Batman. You're like, how the fuck he do that? But it's been fun. It's all just leading up to them introducing the Watchmen. That's all it is. Started watching season 2 of Daredevil, and I'm loving what I'm seeing. That's good for you. I enjoyed it. Okay, have to get off. We are having a bad storm right now. Okay, again. Okay, Iron Fist versus Akuma. Who would win? I've answered that question before. Um, nice mustache. Mustache. Um, get out of here. Favorite Joe is Scarlet. Okay, what would you like to see a new Guyver series? Yeah, I'll take a new Guyver series. Yep. What do you think of Penance from Marvel? In my opinion, I think he is underrated and needs more exposure. You know who Penance was, right? That was Speedball. Uh, yeah, yeah, that was Speedball during Civil War. That was Speedball. That's all that was. That was when he was in his depression mode. He hurt himself. I did not like that. I was like, no, that's not Robert Baldwin. That's not Speedball I enjoyed. Speedball was the fun, loving jokester of the group. And after Marvel did what they did, whatever. Yeah, Battle Creek RVD. Let's see. Do you wish there were Easter eggs in Galactus? And I don't know because I have not seen. Oh, you're talking about the first Guardian guy, Easter eggs to Galactus. I do. Which Cobra Commander origin do you like better, comic or cartoon? Good. Better comic or um. Well, both. Right. Well, both. Actually, I heard Alfred Molina said he would totally come back. Yeah, yeah, he would come back to play Doc Ock, and I wouldn't mind that either. Who you cast as Craven the Hunter? Gerard Butler. Get him back in his Leonidas shape that he was in 300. There you go. Um, there's even a part of me that's even saying what is his name? I'm always forgetting his name. Shit. I gotta look it up now. I'm always forgetting his name, but he's good too. Shit. He plays well. Boyka. Oh, damn it! I gotta look it up. Mm, Scott Atkins. There we go. Yeah. What are your thoughts on JBL and Morrow not those bullying scandal? I think it's screwed up. This is from Big Rick. It sucks. It does. It's not uncommon. I've heard this stuff before from JBL. Um, Morrow was a good commentator. He's play by play. He was just as good as JR. And to see, he had some issues. That I didn't even know he had. But and it does suck. Sucks a lot. And it is. He's gone now. It sucks. It really sucks. Uh, Penance was fucking stupid. It made no. Thank you. Yes, Penance made no sense. It made no sense whatsoever why Robbie Baldwin, aka Speedball, would turn out like that, where his suit had spikes inside of it, so he had to prick himself to use his powers. It was stupid. I hated it. What? Who would win in a fight, Magneto or Static? Magneto. Static's good, but Magneto would win. Overall power, Magneto. And Static could actually charge Magneto. Um, I reckon Galactus would be introducing him for as well as it means that would be the case, but Galactus is under Fox, with anybody that was introduced in the FF. Me, it's between Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, and Angle, or it's Shawn Michaels versus Bret Hart. Um, Definitely Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels is up there. Um, One uh, is definitely, of course, Bret Hart and Stone Cold, because I like to switch. Bret and Owen was good. That's underrated. That's a very underrated match. Definitely putting Macho in Steamboat. Uh, even I've never really hated any of Macho's matches. Even the Macho Warrior match was great. Um, there's a lot of favorite WrestleMania matches that I consider best. Those that you said were great too. Um, okay. Have you ever heard of a Batman villain called Orca? Yeah. Orca. Are you looking forward to Sonic Mania and Sonic Forces? Yeah, I'm looking forward to Sonic Mania because they're taking it back to the old school Sonic. That's kind of the one I had when I first got my Genesis. Sonic Forces, I need to see more to really give it indefinite. If it's anything like Sonic, the one that came out for Dreamcast, I'm cool with that. But just keep it stick true to what Sonic is. He's a speedster. Keep him a speed. Stop going out of bounds with him, making him a werewolf, making him this other stupid nonsense. Don't make him don't make a fighting game about Sonic. Remember that game Sonic the Fighter? Don't do that. Just keep him what he is. All right. Let me see. I'm trying. Also, I heard the villain for Flash season 4 will be the Thinker. Well, I heard they saying that the villain for next season for Flash won't be a speedster, so I'm cool with that. Um, he's going to NBR if he messes the wrong person. That's already happened. Let's see. I support Miles Morales getting. I have no problem with it. It's just that to me, this just seems more like Sony just can't let go. Doesn't want to leave it in Marvel's hands. Just let it be. It is what it is. Um, do you think Hachi will die in Tekken? Yes, I do. Yep. I think a couple of people are going to die because the creator has been. I mean, the producer of it has been hinting that there are going to be more deaths. There are going to be deaths in Tekken 7 that's going to kind of be affected and also bring forth the new age of Tekken. You know, speaking of because that was kind of the case for Ed Boon when he was making up for the last Mortal Kombat 9. You know, always planned that was going to be the last game you saw familiar characters, and everybody else was just going to be new characters. So I do think Hachi's going to die. He should have been dead already. You know, Hachi should have been dead already. But that's just me. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, Omnitron. I also heard a rumor that at the end of the season, Lantern Flash. Hope he has a cape. Hint, hint. uh, Look, if they bring Alan Scott into Flash outside of the Lantern Corps, I'll be cool with that because, hence, Alan Scott, his origin, he has nothing to do with the Green Lantern Corps. His powers have nothing to do with the hope or anything like that. It's from the Starheart. I will take Alan Scott in the series, in any of the series, than you know Guy or Hal or John or Kyle or Jessica or Simon Boz, any of them. Um, what are your thoughts on the future of Fantastic Four movies? Please come back to Marvel. That's the best first thing. Please get that rights back because Fox tried and failed miserably. I didn't even watch that last one. I saw a clip of Thing and I want to throw up. I was like, God. him moving, I was like, oh, you know why? Because one reason why I want, because I want the scrolls. I want the scrolls. I want Galactus. I want Silver Surfer. And more importantly, I want Doctor Doom. We could get a Doctor Doom meeting Tony Stark or Iron Man? I don't, just something. I just don't want. I mean, don't get me wrong. The first Fantastic Four movies were not bad. I didn't mind the first two. Not did what they did with Galactus. That was terrible. But other than that, it was fine. But yeah, what it is. Okay, next question. How do you feel if there was a super soldier in GI Joe? I'd be fine, Dano. It would make sense. If you look at the cartoon, Sergeant Slaughter was kind of that super soldier. The way he acted in that was like nobody could beat Sergeant Slaughter in the cartoon. He was unbeatable. Even Serpentor had problems with him. He was mowing down. He mowed down the Dreadnoughts, Zartan, all of them by himself. So kind of Sergeant Slaughter was like that. Was the Captain America, and it was even parts of me that saying like, how come he's not? Okay. Um, do you think Hollywood needs to get their shit together with video game movies? Yeah. Yeah. Um, oh, you got them? Uh, so yeah, they do. I mean, I still have not watched the Assassin's Creed. I actually have the Assassin's Creed movie on demand. I bought it from my cable provider, and I haven't watched it yet. So, but hopefully, what video game movies are coming out? They're doing a new Tomb Raider. They're doing Sleeping Dogs. Donnie Yen is going to be in this. He's going to be the star in a Sleeping Dogs. And I can see why people was like, and sometimes that's the case, but just it's. So I think it's also just directors and studios. They want to do their thing, their own. It's butting heads with creativity. You know what I'm saying? If they can find balance, then maybe they'll have a chance. You're going to need that one movie that's going to be that breaking point for finally Hollywood to get their shit together with video game movies. It took them a while with comics. Now look at them. Look at them now. All the video game movies over the years, they all suck mostly. You know, Mortal Kombat is still probably the best, but I can tell you right now, it's not aged very well. It has not. I still love it, but it has not aged well. Um, what do you think? Do you think WWE dropped the ball with Dean Ambrose as WWE champ? Uh, kinda, yeah. But I've always been the one that likes Dean when he's chasing for the belt than having it. Uh, you can see kind of that example right now. What's going on right now with him with the IC title. And I don't hate Dean, but I don't hate Dean Ambrose. It's just it is what it is. AJ Styles was on. Yeah, but I mean, but yeah, that's the other thing. But I mean, think about it. Let's think about it right there. He was going up against AJ Styles, who beat John Cena clean, beat the company guy clean in the middle. Then you had Ambrose. You heard basically coming off that Dolph Ziggler match, and that was I don't know what that was. That was it. So you can understand what, like, of course, AJ, and I'm a big AJ fan, man. Like, I've been watching that guy since TNA. It was him, Joe, and Christopher Daniels that got me into TNA. And I would tell AJ Styles that if I ever saw him in person, I'd be like telling him what got me into what made me fall for you. And I love him to this day. I always felt that AJ belonged in WWE. I always felt that way. And then I found out, yeah, he was. He had a tryout, but it didn't work out. But he left. He did it for all the right reasons why he didn't work out. But to see him now and to see where he is, I've seen his career grow, and to see where he is now, you couldn't write it better for him. He's right about one thing: it's timing. Timing is everything, and him back, him coming to WWE was timing. The timing was right for him. Yeah. Uh, who do you think will kill Hachi? If it ain't Akuma, it'd probably be somebody in the family. But I do have Hachi's gonna die. Uh, yeah. Big Rick, do you think DC needs to escape the straitjacket of Warner Brothers? You mean get their own studio? Yeah, I would love to see DC get their own studio. You know, I would say it's not the MCU and the DCU. The MCU and kind of pulling the reins and steering that, pulling that wagon in a sense. There could be good things. But my problem with what DC is doing now, especially in movies, like they're coming out announcing all these different movies so quickly when their first wave of movies haven't even finished. There's a Batgirl movie coming out with Josh Whedon doing it. Nightwing's getting a movie, things like that. I'm glad to see other Bat family members are getting movies, but it's just like they haven't even finished their first announced movies. They haven't. You keep hearing directors leaving, producers leaving, rewriting scripts again. It's like, damn, like what the hell? Like, and that's why once again it feels like to me budding creatives coming into a factor. I am pulling for Wonder Woman. That look so far, these trailers have done nothing but excite me more. And I'm gonna say it, yeah, it's giving me a fucking hard on to see that movie even more. I'm pulling for Miss Goodall a lot. It's the turning point for. I'm watching G Gundam. Yeah, definitely looking forward to that. The Aquaman movie, I'm looking forward to it. I do want Aquaman to get his shine. And hopefully it does work. Justice League still a little now. Have gotten me a little excited, but I'm still a little iffy on the Justice League movie. I need to see more. I need to see Steppenwolf. I think the first villain is Steppenwolf, right? I think, yeah. And they're gonna bring Superman back, and he's gonna look like Superman reborn from with the black suit and the mullet. Superman mullet. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Let's see where you go. Have you seen the Beware of the Batman cartoon? Um, I seen one episode and that was done. The last Fantastic Four was worse than Batman and Robin. Yeah, it was. Oh, yeah. That's always celebrating 20th anniversary. God. But see, here's the problem. Here's the thing about Batman and Robin. Joe Schumacher has come out and apologized for putting his more of his creativity into it uh, than letting it be what it needed to be. I mean, Batman and Robin, you had Arnold Schwarzenegger as my favorite Batman villain of all time, Mr. Freeze. All he had to do was play the Terminator all over again, being cold and emotionless. Have Uma Thurman playing Poison Ivy. Wasn't a bad choice for casting at all, but if they did it again, I would want somebody else to play. Yeah, well, aren't they doing a movie? So yeah, we'll see somebody else playing Poison Ivy, and let's see where to go with that. Um, did you hear any news on the Castlevania cartoon series? The Castlevania cartoon series that's coming on Netflix. They showed the image of the first poster. Looks nice. I'm looking forward to that. I'm a big Castlevania fan. Been that way for a long time too. But I still say fuck Konami for what they did with Metal Gear and Kojima. That new Metal Gear that's coming out. Just give me a break. Like you putting Metal Gear and The Walking Dead together. How does that mix? Nope. I'm just trying. I saw a video saying that a good origin for the FF in the MCU would be that they and the cosmic rays accidentally transported them to the present to make them total comic accurate. So basically, they're from the '60s, but you kind of pull a Back to the Future kind of s Captain America. Um, could work, and they got to adjust to being, in the modern MCU. Let's see what else we got here. Do you think the FF entering the Marvel Universe would rather energize the cosmic side, especially introducing the Negative Zone and the villains like Nihilus? Yes. Introducing the Negative Zone, Nihilus, Diablo, Blastar, uh, the Scrolls. Yeah, there you go. Uh, I think a Uncharted movie should be Indiana Jones sequel. Wait, what? Wait, what? Yeah, they are working on an Uncharted movie. I totally forgot about that, and I forgot they're working. They're still that Gears of War movie is still a go. I don't, but Mark Wahlberg is not attached to Uncharted anymore. I know he's still attached to the $6 million man. The Bionic Man. I know he's still going to play Steve Austin. Ambrose, Rollins, Reign, all three on Raw. Do you think it supports the rumor of a Shield? I don't think so. Maybe one night they do it, but I don't think so. Uh, Even though I guess they all are faces now, but I don't know. My money is on Jin doing the deed, maybe. What do you think of the star? of a Star Trek Star Fox crossover. Um, I don't know. That's kind of weird. Yeah, it's space, but we're talking anamorphic animals meeting the Starship Enterprise. I enjoyed Star Trek and the X-Men crossover. I had that comic. That was a good comic. Where Spock did the Vulcan neck pinch to Wolverine, and he got up like, "What the hell were you trying to do to me?" And he was amazed by what that Wolverine got up just like that. But I don't know about that. I really don't. The DC trailers have been great, but the movie just sucked for me. What movie are we talking about? Bye, Chris. Gotta go. Bye, Perry. Thank you for coming out. I'd love to see Lucy Laws as Hippolyta in the Wonder Woman. She's a good actress. She's the same actress you saw who he was going to impregnate. I'm sure at least Batman and Robin felt sort of like Adam West Batman. Uh, corny, cheesy jokes. It 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 was done. Say in Adam West era, it was 1997, right? Yeah. So I mean, it did have a lot of jokes in there. I mean, they were, when they were fighting over who was going to be Poison Ivy's slave or something, and you know, Batman pulls out a bat card. I was like, what the hell? I was like, casting was bad too. I don't. I never saw George Clooney, and I'm a fan of the man. I do like the man, but it's like I never saw George Clooney as being Batman. Never. Uh, all the DC movies, they don't all suck. I enjoyed Man of Steel. Um, you talking about all DC movies because Batman Begins is great. Dark Knight is good. Overrated, but it was good. Uh, Man of Steel was good. I enjoyed Man of Steel. Um, so I can't agree with that. But if you're talking about the, you know, there hasn't been a lot of them out yet, so can't really say. What are your thoughts on House of Horror? God, uh, House of Horrors, man. Jesus Christ. First of all, the sound effects, the over, just it was stupid. Um, Found out from my brother that day after I watched it. My brother tells me that the house is in Missouri that they were fighting in. This is a Californian city, and you see probably more coastal areas and beachfront and stuff like that. And I'm just like, this is just borderline stupid, you know. And even after Braid dumps the refrigerator on Orton, driver, bring me back to the. So in reality, they teleport from Missouri all the way to California. Yeah, it was stupid. I'm sorry. I heard a lot of people say they liked it. I didn't. That's my opinion. I did not like it. It was just borderline ridiculous, over the top for no reason, just stupid. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts if there was a Howling Commandos and Indiana Jones crossover in World War II? That'd be pretty cool. I take that. Um, I honestly see Lucius Lawrence playing an older version of Red Sonja. Uh, I don't want to typecast her too much. She already played a warrior like that, so I don't want to typecast her. Okay, okay, all right. I finished all your questions. Guys, put some more. I'm gonna wrap this up in 10 minutes. So let's go. Uh, let's see. So how do you? Okay, I ask you guys one question. How do you guys feel about Judge Dredd getting a TV series? That's probably the big one for me. The Deadpool TV show, I'm cool. It's okay, but I'm more with the Judge Dredd TV series. Night, dude. Fun as always. Night, Omnitron. Thank you for coming out. Uh, oh yeah, I forgot about the Hitman movie. That wasn't the Agent 47 movie wasn't that bad. Gotta go do good night. Okay. In their prime, which group is better? Four Horsemen, NWO, or DX? Oh man, that's a hard one because I only saw a little bit of the Horsemen. But going back and watching the Horsemen in their prime, seeing them, I'd definitely say the Horsemen. Uh, okay, Chris, you cut out, so I didn't hear your thoughts, Jack. Idea. Uh, I was fine. It's been interesting. I think it'd be cool to see. It's gonna be cool to see Judge Dredd TV series if Carl Urban. I'm hoping Carl Urban comes back for it. To come back, I really do. Mm, um, let's see. Uh, hey, Devin. Quick question from one fighting game fan to another. Are you excited for Tekken 7? June can't come any sooner. Yeah, yeah. Just next month, Tekken 7. And Justice 2 come on next. Can't wait indeed. What's up? Sorry about that. Uh, see what else we got here. Okay. The Four Horsemen were the best. They held all the belts, and all of them could talk just as well. That's what, say what you want, but yeah, the Horsemen they were the joint, man. They, yeah, of course. By the time they brought them over in the WCW, the changing of the guard that didn't help, but the original, just where it is. Talk to you next time, mate. Yeah, thanks, Rick. Thanks for coming out. G'day. So I think I'm gonna wrap this up, y'all. Thank you for hanging out with me again. We'll do this again next month or again. We'll do it again. Don't worry. We'll do again. Again. Had fun. But don't forget, end of the month, I will do the theme. There will be a theme Q&A, of course. Last question. I'll answer this real quick. Okay, I was watching the Justice League series before. Enjoyed it. What were your thoughts on it? I loved it. You know why? Because Dwayne McDuffie helped make that possible. Good series. So, and with that being said, without further ado, I'm gonna call this an end. Thank you for watching, guys. I will see you guys next time, as always. And you guys take care. And if there's ask any more questions, I'll answer them when later on. But thank you for watching.